What's up, everybody? As you know, we don't do any cheesy paid promotions for bullshit products we don't even use, but we will promote Patreon because you actually get something for that. For as little as $5 a month you can sign up, and this week, or this coming week, we're going to do a Patreon meetup in LA at Marcos's restaurant, then we're doing one in the Bahamas, then we're doing one in Bradenton, Florida, and then one more in Dubai on our way home, and there's one guy coming to that. We'll see you soon, brother. So sign up if you want, you can come hang out with these guys.
Come and join, it's going to be an epic week. See you guys there.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's roll the episode.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Parlay Revival. We're going to do something a little different today and focus on some inspirational people that we've invited onto the boat, including our new friend Trevor, who has stage 4 cancer, who shares some words of wisdom.
Get on and do what you can do because there's a lot of life left, right? Live every day, live every moment because you just never know how long you've got.
We also invite Tom on board, who becomes our oldest crew member at 78 years young, living life to the fullest.
Tom is officially going to become the oldest person to ever jump off the dive board on Parlay. Oh!
So I'm Colin, and this is the crew of Parlay Revival. From hurricane damaged to broken bulkheads and getting struck by lightning not once but twice, to being the strongest and fastest Lagoon 450 on the planet. We've already sailed 40,000 miles to get here, and nothing is going to stop us from circumnavigating the globe. So subscribe to follow our journey around this beautiful planet. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for? As mentioned, this episode is about some of the people we invite onto Parlay, and someone who has become a regular on board is the chosen one.
How are you?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
How are ya?
Look who came in with the groceries.
Good to see you.
So good to see you, man.
Chosen was named as such because a few years ago he was the Patreon that we chose to sail across the Pacific with us all the way to French Polynesia, and has remained a very good friend ever since. But we've invited a bunch more patrons on the boat this week.
Hey guys, good morning.
So good to be here.
But this particular stop in El Nido in the Philippines was to be able to meet Trevor, who wasn't able to partake in the activities later in the week, so we made a special stop just to meet him.
Colin, how you doing?
Hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming, man. Unreal.
Arlene, nice to meet you.
We had only one day with Trevor, so we quickly set sail for some outer islands in El Nido, while him and Arlene got settled in on Parlay.
Does it look like what it looks like on the videos?
Yeah, it's sort of, yeah. It just seems bigger. Everything seems bigger. I keep saying that. I'm out of my mind. Like, everybody looks bigger. You know?
He thought we were
Real life.
It wasn't long before we had Trevor at the helm, as we made our way out to try find our own private beach.
Where am I supposed to go? There?
Yes.
Where are we going? No! Colin's trying to sabotage me here. We're gonna hit a fan? Oh Jesus! You were doing so good trying to hit a 107. Oh no!
So this was all of our first time in El Nido, and it was absolutely stunning. We were literally just cruising around looking for a place to stop when we spotted a private beach with no one on it. I dropped the anchor in about 80 feet of water as Jamie tied our stern up to a coconut tree.
Got our own private beach here. This is up there with one of the most stunning places we've ever anchored. Take the boys for a spin.
The water's so nice.
We had hit the absolute jackpot with this spot and spent the afternoon getting to know each other. For Trevor though, it meant a little more than just a bit of socializing.
It means a heck of a lot because I've got stage 4 prostate cancer and it spread to my bones. And I had a dream a few years ago of doing exactly what these guys are doing. And I can't do that anymore. And so my dream was gone. And it was really kind of the Parlay guys, the crew, to ask me to come here and meet them just so I could get on the boat and have a tiny bit of experience that they're having. And it just means the world to me. I almost feel like crying because of it, because I can live this moment in my memories forever. You're only here on this earth for a short time, really. And it makes no sense to me to spend all your time in an office waiting for retirement, because retirement might never come if you get an illness. So you've really got to take those opportunities to get out and enjoy the world and see what's out here, because this is the perfect way to experience being a human, because you've gone you're traveling to so many different places and meeting people from different cultures, and the education you get from this is just amazing. And at least watching Parlay do these things, I kind of live vicariously through their adventures. And so actually be here now is almost surreal. I'm not going to dwell on having cancer. I'm going to make sure that, you know, I just act like I don't have it, and I'm going to keep doing whatever I can do until I can't. And I think the people that I've known that are in a situation like me, a lot of them make the whole thing about having cancer. Don't make that your life. You know, just get on and do what you can do, because there's a lot of life left, right? Live every day, live every moment, because you just never know how long you've got. When Colin says at the very beginning, he's always saying that you'll regret the things that you don't do. You sure will. So get out there, live your life, you know? You've only got one, you know, as far as I know. Yeah, just live every moment, everybody. And don't worry about it. Life has a way of working out the way it's supposed to.
Truer words never spoken. And with that, we started making our way back to shore, but not without a special surprise from Wendy.
How precious dear that grace appeared the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
It was quite an emotional day for everyone, and meeting Trevor is yet another reminder to live life to the absolute fullest. It was a pleasure, and we hope to see you again sometime soon, mate.
But now I see.
The next day, we moved down to Port Barton to pick up the rest of the patrons for the meetup.
Quick! Get the boat ready! We have about 10 minutes until the Patreons show up.
It was a very last minute decision to even do a Patreon meetup here, so we were stoked that these guys made the effort to fly out here.
Hey guys, good morning.
Morning.
Amazing.
From Malaysia.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Parlay. Philippines Patreon meetup. Amazing to have you all here. Seriously, it's a pleasure to do these things.
Without further ado, we started picking up the anchor until Jamie dropped something in the water and dove in after it, right into a school of jellyfish.
Not a good day. I dropped this. Oh, stingy.
We're in a place that's packed with jellyfish, like massive big blue jellyfish. We just got stung to shit. Rose, what's it like to be back?
Oh, it's great.
When's the last time you were on? New Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah. But these guys weren't there though.
So we headed out to another remote beach that had a campsite on it, where I had organised a traditional meal for everyone.
It's called a boodle fight. Let's go check it out.
We had the whole bay to ourselves, and the ladies had done an incredible job preparing the food, and Tom couldn't help but sneak in a little taste test, which got his seal of approval.
Delicious. Yeah. I washed my hands first.
My finger condom.
Don't worry, I have another one for you.
I'm getting it. Yeah.
We all bonded over sharing a meal laid out on banana leaves while eating with our hands, which was a major hit with everyone.
This is really good, yeah.
We finished the day off with a big game of volleyball, and we had officially all gone from strangers to friends, as you start to see people's personalities really come out when there's a bit of competition involved. Anyway, it was a day to remember, but we had an even bigger day planned for the next day as we headed further afield on Parlay.
Have you guys ever had a famous Filipino lechon?
Never.
I've had a lot of pigs on spits, but not in the Philippines.
So we had been tipped off about an abandoned resort that we could anchor in front of, and our buddy boat had gone ahead to get set up before our arrival. Our friends from the day before were cooking yet another traditional meal, which was waiting for us on the beach. We rafted up to our buddy boat, which is actually the exact same model and year of boat that we have, a Lagoon 450. They had seen us on YouTube and borrowed many ideas for upgrades, and even one-upped us on a lot of things, like their forward seating area and massive hardtop for their flybridge. They had also added seating behind the flybridge helm, which was pretty cool, and teak on their sugar scoop extensions.
Living the life?
It's gonna be a long day.
Meanwhile, over at the abandoned resort, the food was ready to be served, and the ladies at Bubble Divers had outdone themselves again. The food looked amazing, and no gathering would be complete in the Philippines without the famous lechon.
Guys, this is our Palawan lechon kind, okay? So maybe you find it different, but the one who cook it is the famous in Fort Carton.
Chicharron in Spanish. Oh, perfect.
I love it!
That's the best part.
It's very good.
There was plenty of food to go around for all 26 of us, and as we were no longer strangers, we all pigged out to our heart's content.
It's so good when it hits the lips.
But once the food had settled, Big Tom wanted to break a parlay record, and he wanted to do it in style.
Tom is officially going to become the oldest person to ever jump off the dive board on Parlay. Oh!
Go forward. There's
What are you doing?
Backflip.
Backflip?
yeah.
Are you serious?
Let's do it.
Do we need to
I
move
haven't
the
done
dinghy?
one probably in 30 years.
What did you land in
Got
the
it. I'll
dinghy?
probably lose my shorts. But
Tom is 78 years young.
Holy crap. My heart is pounding for you.
yeah, you got it. You got it. Oh, okay. All right. Look at that.
Oh,
All right.
Come on, Dave.
Tom's just had knee surgery as well, so he's got a titanium knee. 2 months old.
Back to the island.
He's springing off dive boards already. Oldest person, but youngest knee to ever jump off the boat.
Okay. How much I gotta pay Brent to edit all this shit out? Okay. YouTubers. This has been wonderful, Colin. Thank you.
You're welcome, Tom. I'm glad you made it. Your smile says it all.
I've seen a lot of good episodes. You and your dad.
Thanks, Tom.
I've been following the revival of Parlay since the very beginning. In fact, build channels and project channels have always been one of my favorites. But I've stuck with this one because the lifestyle is just so fascinating, and I'm pinching myself to be aboard here in the Philippines with other Patreon, and yeah, it's just a golden opportunity to participate in something that I considered to be kind of a dream for a long time. Yeah, the sands are running through the old hourglass, and Colin says that 20 years from now you'll regret the things you haven't done, and yeah, I definitely want to make sure that the bucket list gets tended to. My message would be, if you're interested in this content, join us, sign up, become a patron, and help promote this, because it's worthwhile.
And what an afternoon. This is why we do these things, there's people sharing stories, experiences, there's been many tears shed even on this trip. People sort of getting a lot out of this. I guess it's making people realize that life's short and you got to try and make the most of it, and sailing around the world is one way to absolutely make the most of it. Not necessarily sailing, but just getting out there and doing things. Every one of these people who have flown here has gone out and taken a risk. They've never met us in person. They've just taken a leap of faith based on a few videos, and what they end up getting out of it is really rewarding for us. So we're going to keep doing this as often as we possibly can. It just really warms my heart to be able to do things like this.
Did it?
Oldest man to jump off.
Yeah, so far.
So far.
Records are meant to be bested.
Dave, it's your last day?
Last night, yep. Last night on the Parlay. 38 years I haven't been off the farm for more than 2 weeks. So it's the longest stint off the farm I've had, which is, I haven't missed the farm, so that's good. But no, it's been awesome, real awesome. But no, just the whole experience has just blew me away. You can see why people get up or get teary-eyed or when they leave, because they all have a wonderful experience, and yeah.
One of our patrons emailed me a couple of weeks ago and shared a story, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. his father was a massive fan of Parlay, watched us every week, and they cremated him, but the son who wrote to me wasn't able to come here because of the lockdown and all of that stuff. So he never really got that sort of closure, and they cremated the father and spread his ashes out into the sea around here. And he said that he guarantees that his father's been looking out for us and keeping us safe while we're here. And he asked if we could dedicate a shot to the ocean for him and to say thanks for looking out for us. So we're going to do that on the way back now. So yeah, let's get going.
Sweet. Sunset's going to be good.
So unfortunately, the week was coming to an end, but everyone had gotten something different out of our time together. Like Dave and Wendy, who were in two minds about actually even buying a catamaran before this weekend.
And to just make Colin and Brittany are just amazing people.
Yeah.
And see their genuine hearts in how they want to give out and they want other people to experience this.
Yeah, and like being a patron, like it's such a minimal cost, but to be given an experience like this in return, it's like, 100% worth it, and we want to do this. we were on the fence maybe a little bit before we came, but now we're like, okay, we're buying a catamaran.
What we're trying to say is thank you.
Yes.
We're going to do a shot. I dug up the photo of him. His name's Lloyd Connerbeer, and his ashes are sprinkled in this vast ocean around us right here. Oh, he loves it.
Cheers!
Lloyd!
Lloyd.
Here it is. That was a massive one.
There it is.
To Tom's feet.
If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry. This is love. There's a stay.
He's literally never done that to someone before. Oh, you got that on video?
He likes you.
Pretty mouth, boy.
So with no wind, we motored back to the village with the sun setting beautifully behind us. The week was winding down to an end, but we had one more surprise for our patrons, a dance party on the bow of our raft up. The next morning, we not only had to say goodbye to all of our patrons, but also the crew who had sailed with us all the way from Cebu City. This is hands down the worst part of having so many crew around, is having to say so many goodbyes.
I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
I'm going to be the same without you.
I hope not. No, I am so grateful. I just had the best freaking time of my life.
That same day, our 3 new crew moved onto the boat, who would be sailing all the way to Indonesia with us.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
It had been a massive week, and some of us couldn't even keep our eyes open anymore. We were on a mission to make our way right round Palawan to clear out of Puerto Princesa, but we wanted to make one more stop along the way.
This is called Secret Beach. Spoke to my friend and he said this is his favourite place in all of El Nido. We'll come at 6 in the morning, so there's going to be no other tourist boats. There's like 100 people in here in the middle of the day. I always wonder how people discover these things. It's like that cave in Quran. To get down there and find that would have just been astonishing.
I don't know if we're gonna fit in there.
Conveniently, there were some mooring balls right out the front, so we tied up and swam through the rocky cliff to reveal the secret beach. Pretty wild. Our own little beach here. Beautiful. Not a bad way to start the day.
I found these a full pair. I figured no one else is gonna come back to claim them. So they're my size.
What do you think? I'm so happy. My souvenir.
Beautiful.
Where's the rest of your towel?
Oh no.
It's a tea towel, actually.
It was 200 miles, but a fairly uneventful trip to Puerto Princesa, which I always say is a good thing when sailing around the world. There was a lot of motoring involved, but we eventually got the sails up coming down the east coast of Palawan.
8.3 knots.
Sort of anti-golf flat.
Yeah.
We're sailing.
You guys ever sailed before? Either of you?
Never.
A little bit. My name's Will. Been a long time admirer of Parlay. Friends of Jamie Vandenbolk, which is how I got put onto the show. Been wanting to come on here for a very long time. I've got a little bit of experience. I've worked on super yachts similar to Colin for a while, but have a similar sort of dream. I'd love to have my own boat sometime and do a crossing around the world, you know.
This is all gonna be new and exciting.
Very exciting. I've wanted to know how to sail for as long as I can remember, so I'll be annoying you guys with lots of questions.
I'm Aziza. I'm 23 and I come from Seattle, Washington in the US, and I'm here for who knows how long. I wanted to have my travel have something meaningful, and for me that means learning, so Parlay seemed like a really great opportunity to learn some new skills, and I love being on the water, so I'm pretty excited about it.
And before we knew it, we had made it all the way into Puerto Princesa to run a bunch of errands as well as completely fuel up before our 1,400-mile trip to Indonesia.
Pulled it off, got back all the way around the top and made it down here in time to pick up the crew, get fuel, and we've just got permits to go to Tubataha Reef, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and next to impossible to get permits to go to. So we feel very privileged to be able to go there.
Both of you excited to be back on board?
Absolutely.
It's your first time in Asia, right?
Yeah, it is.
First impressions of Philippines?
Spectacular. El Nido was as close to Fatahiva as I've seen, I think.
And then we're going down to Indonesia. The Sulu Sea in the past has been a treacherous pirate zone.
Indonesian, Malaysian and Philippine authorities will start joint patrols on Sulu Sea next month to end the years of lawlessness in its waters.
These people are serious and very treacherous. Take them seriously. Help us get us out of here.
German sailor Jürgen Kantner and his wife Sabine Mertz were attacked while sailing off the coast of the Philippines and Malaysia.
There's a lot of trafficking of all sorts going on between Malaysia and the bottom of Philippines there. There's been, decapitations and all sorts of crazy stuff in the past. But apparently all of that's been cleared up by the government. There hasn't been an attack in a few years, but that doesn't mean we're not going to take it pretty seriously.
Well, thanks for watching all the way till the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday as we start our passage south, which was once the most treacherous stretch of water in the world, the Sulu Sea.